Good day, children. I'm Patricia Dominic, your social studies teacher, and we are learning about Delhi Sultanate. It is part 4 from your book Know Your World. Children, remember we are learning about 5 dynasties of Delhi Sultanate, and there are so many new words in your book in this lesson, so I think we should know the meanings of those new words. On page 17 to 19, the word is dynasty. A line of rulers from the same family like Prince William, the grandson of Queen Elizabeth II, will be the next king of England. I have explained it in the first lesson of Delhi Sultanate. Consolidate. Consolidate means to make it stronger. When the ruler is making his government or his sultanate stronger. Predecessors, it means a person who held the office before the current one or the former one. Foresight means having a view of future. When a person is having a foresight or having an idea what's going to happen in the future. Then there is the word reign. Reign means holding the royal office or ruling as a king. Then there is a word legacy. Legacy means as a person having the same qualities as the forefathers. I hope you understood all these words. On page 20 and 21, there are few new words. The word is intrigue. Intrigue means a secret plan or scheme. When a person is or when some people are plotting something against the ruler. Then there is the word conspiracy. Conspiracy means a secret plan of a group to do something unlawful or something harmful against the ruler or against any person in the government. Then there is a word pursuit. Pursuit means an act of chasing. When we are following something as a person, we are following the teaching, we are following the plans or the qualities. Then there is a word prudence. Prudence means having wisdom to handle the governing affairs. Then the word is ambush. Ambush means a military tactic or to attack from some hidden place. On page 22 till 26, word incited means to encourage someone to act unlawfully or violently against the ruler. Then there is a word atone. Atone means to make amend for a crime. When we have done something wrong and we want to atone something or we want to make it correct. So we are atoning our crime. Suppressed. Suppressed means to put an end to the activity of some group. Word disarray means disorganization or disorder. Disarray used on page 24. The Sultanate fell into disarray over the question of succession, disorganization or disorder. Plunder. Plunder means to steal goods during civil disorder. It happened when the Moor soldiers looted and plundered the city of Delhi for 3 consecutive days. Then there is a word tactless. Tactless means lack of skills. When a person is not having skills to tackle some affairs in the government. Depose means to remove from the office suddenly or forcefully. Then there is a word rebellious. Rebellious means contrary or disobedient. When someone is rebellious to the ruler. For example, rebellious nephew in Awadh in the east, nephew of Alauddin Khilji. Then there is the word descendant. Descendant means a person or offspring from a particular ancestors. Ancestors mean forefathers. Okay children, these are the new words and their meanings I have explained. I hope you have understood well. Now we are going to learn about two dynasties which were the last two dynasties of Delhi Sultanate. When Taimur attacked, Tughlaq dynasty ended. Yes, by Taimur, a Mongol descendant, attack the Tughlaqs, and after the death of Firoz Shah became weak. The Tughlaq dynasty became very weak. At that time, Taimur appointed a nobleman, Malik Khizr Khan, to manage the affairs in Multan and Deepalpur. Malik Khizr Khan was the founder of Sayyid's dynasty, as he claimed that he belonged to, or he is the descendant from the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So he considered himself a true ruler of the Delhi Sultanate. So his dynasty remained for 15 years, from 1414 till 1451, and the Sayyid rule was a short one. As you can see, it was only for 15 years. And none of the rulers achieved anything of significance. A series of weak sultan followed until the commander-in-chief of the forces, Behlol Lodi, took over. Behlol Lodi was the commander-in-chief and he took over the Delhi Sultanate after the Sayyids. Malik Khizr Khan. Malik Khizr Khan was the founder of the Sayyids, appointed by Taimur. Ruling period was 15 years and his claim was that he was descendant from the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Weak sultans after his death. After his death, the sultans were weak, that none of the sultan could handle the affairs of the Sultanate, and there was no big achievement. So the Sultanate was took over by Behlol Lodi. Lodi Sultanate was known as Afghan Empire because Lodis were Afghan, and it started in 1451 and remained till 1526. You can see that the Sultanate was quite spread all around in the subcontinent. There were three Lodi rulers: Behlol Lodi, 1451 till 1489, then Sikandar Lodi, who took over in 1489 and remained till 1517, and then came the Ibrahim Lodi, the last one, from 1517 till 1526. Let's see what Behlol Lodi did during his reign. He was the rightful king and he considered himself the rightful king because he was distantly related to Alam Shah, the last Sayyid Sultan, and he was keen to extend his empire and began by reconquering lost territories. Behlol was a pious and humble ruler. He treated his nobles with respect and allowed people to meet him without the usual protocol demanded by the sultans. So he was very humble, he wanted to meet all the people, and he listened to complainants with the genuine interest and had matters resolved. Sikandar, his third son, succeeded him as the next Lodi king on his death in 1489. When he died, his third son took over the Sultanate. His name was Sikandar Lodi, and he became Sultan in 1489 when his father died. The third son of Belul Lodi, the most cultured Sultan, the strongest of the Lodi rulers, and interested in medicine and poetry, fair and just in his dealing. He controlled the prices of good items and other essential commodities, and took personal interest in administrative issues and solving people's problem. It is for these reasons that the people loved and respected him. He died in 1517 Common Era and was succeeded by his son Ibrahim Lodi. Here the picture of Ibrahim Lodi. He took over the Sultanate in 1517, but he was not as competent as Sikandar Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi lacked the drive and sincerity his father and grandfather had possessed. He was hot-tempered and tactless, and this triggered many conspiracies against him in his own court. As a result, he was unable to keep his empire in order. How the Lodi Empire fell. Daulat Khan was the governor of Lahore, and he invited Zahiruddin Babur to help him deposing Ibrahim Lodi. So that Daulat Khan could be the next ruler. He wanted to become the next ruler. But what happened when Babur came? When he arrived here, he helped him deposing him, but much to their disappointment, declared himself the ruler. So what happened? Zahiruddin Babur was the Mughal, and who became the next ruler after the Lodi Empire ended. Babur's arrival opened a new chapter in the history of rulers on the subcontinent, the Mughals. What was in today's lesson? Children, we learned about the new words in the lesson. We learned about the Sayyids dynasty, which was a short one. Then the Lodis, and how Lodi Empire ended. Your homework is, you will make a timeline of all the rulers of the Delhi Sultanate. Then why did Belul consider himself the rightful king? Then you will compare the character of Sikandar Lodi and Ibrahim Lodi. And then there is a question, how did the Delhi Sultanate end? So this is the homework of the fourth part. Children, as we asked you to do the homework on Foolscap sheet, but it's better that you will work in your social studies copies, but in order. First you will do chapter 1's homework, then chapter 2, then part 3, and then you will do part 4. You will do your work in order and submit it in the school office. This is the last part. I hope you have understood the Delhi Sultanate. Thank you very much. See you in the next lesson. Stay home, stay safe.